That crossbow looks nice, but let's get you a pistol in Abiotic Factor. We're gonna follow this path up to level 2 in order to establish a base so that we can craft everything. Now, if you've already made a crafting bench, go ahead and package that bad boy up and bring that with you. I also recommend having a pipe club and some nets handy just in case you run into any enemies while exploring and gathering materials. On the way to setting up this base location, we're gonna stop off at this office on our left in order to break apart all the PCs and monitors in order to gather the components, because we're gonna need those components for things like energy bricks and batteries later on. Once you've collected as much as you possibly can hold, exit the office and continue down the hallway. In the back right corner, there should be an outlet for you to be able to plug in things that require power, such as your crafting station. Go ahead and craft at least one energy brick and put it in the machine on the back wall. This door will give you access to one of the security robots, which is important because we're going to need to defeat 3 of them and gather the components from inside in order to unlock the door that holds the pistol behind it. There's also a toilet next to the security robot if you care about that. Once you pick up oil for the first time, you'll unlock the Chopinator, which is a trap that we're going to use in order to destroy every single security robot that we come across. And because the robots are only active at night, you are going to need a battery as well. But remember, after you make the battery, it still has to be charged by plugging it into an outlet prior to using it. So we don't have the blueprint for the hacking device that's needed in order to get past the door that has the pistol behind it. But don't waste any time. If you have the ability to craft a battery as well as the Chopinator, go ahead and craft them. Place one of them down next to the robot that we've mentioned already. That way, when night rolls around, you're prepared and you can take out that robot. Once the robot awakens, you can lure him close to the trap, plug the battery into the Chopinator, and let the Chopinator do the rest of the work. After defeating your first robot, you'll notice the Chopinator has seen better days. This is where you pull out your hammer and repair it to full health. Each robot will drop one security robot CPU component, which we need 3 of those in order to craft the hacking device. The 3 locations for the robots are the one that we've already mentioned. There's another one in the large office area, as well as another one in the main plaza area. You should be able to defeat all 3 of them in one night by picking up the battery and the Chopinator after defeating one robot, running to the next area, and placing it down again. Now it's time to get the blueprints for the hacking device. From your base, run all the way down the hall until you get to a 4-way intersection. You can get rid of the enemies however you choose to, just as long as you go left after you're done. Here you'll see a flooded out office with the ground electrified, and you can get through the window of that office by jumping and crouching almost immediately after your jump. Jump across the desk until you can reach this stranded doctor up here on the ledge. He'll share some lore with you and you'll continue on by going right. Crouch jump twice in order to get into the vent, and then follow the vent all the way down until you reach the ladder. Before going down the ladder, there is a construction hat to your right. When worn, that construction hat will grant you construction XP boost. Unlock the door in order to give you a shortcut for later, and then crouch jump onto the rail, followed by another crouch jump up onto the ledge. In the room at the end of the hallway, you'll see the anvil. The anvil is what's needed to craft a makeshift stove. There's also boxes of screws in here. Make sure you pick those up because we're going to need those later. Continue through the next door, and on your right, you will discover Dr. Mayfield. Dr. Mayfield will explain that she needs a hacking device in order to recover her data that's been lost. Which is nice because we also need a hacking device in order to get through doors that are scattered around the facility. And with that, you now have the ability to craft a controller, an LCD screen, as well as an infrared emitter, and all 3 of those need security bot CPU components, which you should have by now. Use all of those and craft yourself a keypad hacker and get through the door, which is right next to your base, right next to where your crafting station is. Go up the stairs, unlock the next keypad door, and there is a shooting range with a pistol on the desk. Congratulations, you now have a pistol. I hope this video helped you. If it did, make sure you subscribe, leave a thumbs up, let me know in the comments if it helped you or not, and as always, love you, mean it. Until the next video, have a great rest of your day.